Hello boys and girls, today we are looking at adverbs of frequency. This is a continuation from the previous video. Alright, so this is adverbs of frequency 2. Alright, let's look at today's learning objectives. We have 2 for today. The first one is write at least one sentence for each adverb. Number 2, read at least 3 sentences aloud. This means if you're at home, you have to record your own voice reading the sentences, right? Let's recap. We have always, usually, sometimes, and never, right? Remember, always is all the time you do it. Usually, most of the time, sometimes even less than that, and never you don't do it at all. Do you remember the translation in Bahasa Malaysia? Alright, let's look at it together. Always is? Yes, selalunya. What about usually? Biasanya, very good. Sometimes is? Kadang-kadang. And never is? Tidak pernah. Very good. Alright, so you remember the translation, so this will help you to write sentences. Alright, let's look at the first exercise. Alright, the first exercise instructions is write a sentence about yourself using the adverb of frequency that you have learned. Alright, the key word here is yourself. Alright, when we talk about yourself, this means that you have to use I. Alright? So let's look at the first one. Always. So you say I always. What do I always do? Let's say I always go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night, for example. Alright, that's the first one. Now, let's look at number 2. Usually. Remember, I, yourself, you have to use I. Usually eat rice, for example, for lunch. This means usually atau makan. Or biasanya you have rice for lunch. Let's look at the next one. Alright, so the next one is sometimes. I sometimes ride my bicycle, for example, in the evening. Right? And the last one is never. What is something that I never do? Let's say I have never touched a turtle, for example. Okay, saya tidak pernah. I have never touched a turtle. Alright? That is the first activity. Let's look at the second activity. Alright, let's look at the second activity. The second activity says, write a sentence using words. So this means you don't have to use I. You can use you, you can use we, you can use he, you can use she, you can use they. You can use any words that you want. You can even use a person's name. So for example, always. Let's say Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali always take his dog for a walk in the evening, right? For example, let's say usually. Let's use she. She usually What does she usually do? Let's say she usually plays the piano. How long does she play the piano for? For an hour. Alright, so usually she plays the piano for an hour. Let's look at the next one. Sometimes. Let's use you. You sometimes get in trouble with the teacher. For example, alright? Use sometimes, not every time, but use sometimes. And the last one, never. Let's use he. Alright? He never sings in public, for example. You have never heard him sing in public before, in front of other people. Alright? So these are examples of what you can do, of how you can construct your sentences. Now that you have finished constructing, you should have 4 sentences plus 4 sentences, you have 8 sentences in total. So what I want you to do now is, I want you to record yourself reading the 8 sentences and send it to the teacher. Alright? Can we do that all? Okay.
If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.